Hello, Libra. It's Amber here from Symbols for Living. Thank you for joining me for your January 2017 life reading. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. Also, if you have a stellium in Libra, this could also be quite interesting for you and could give you further insight to your situation. If you've got an important conjunction in Libra, like Mars and Venus conjunct in Libra, again, if you're looking into your love life, you could find this reading quite helpful. Or even in your North Node, if you've got a very strong North Node in your chart, again, North Node in Libra, this reading could be helpful for you. So, as far as I can see here, although I have tried to keep it as general as possible, it seems that love definitely seems to be a fairly important theme for you this month. It seems as if you've decided to seek a deeper, more meaningful kind of love. You could be seeking this in an earth sign, a fairly young earth sign under the age of 30. Or just a person who's quite slow in acting, quite thoughtful, likes to plan, and is just fairly slow moving, is very patient. So you may find that you're looking to be with someone like this, or it could be just simply the energy. So you yourself could be feeling very much like you want to move forward, but moving forward takes time. And I think you're being asked to maybe be patient at this time, and to allow these changes and the development of your love life to take its course in its own time. It's interesting as well because we've got TikTok, the Oracle card TikTok here, which does talk about timing, being patient, and basically divine timing and waiting for things to kind of fall into place as and when they're supposed to. So I think you are being advised not to rush anything. No need to rush. We've got in your recent past, we've got the Four of Cups. And then in your near future, we've got the Five of Cups. So this tells me that in the recent past, you may have offered your love to somebody. And it may have been rejected, which has left you feeling maybe out in the cold, on your own, and rejected. Alternatively, it could be that an opportunity was given to you, but it wasn't quite what you wanted. It wasn't really satisfying to you. And so you've decided to embark on something new, but which has also left you feeling a little bit, on your own and lonely. Which is, again, we've got the Hermit card here as to how you see yourself, and the often is referring to a fairly lonely individual, or just somebody who likes to be on their own. You may like to be on your own at this time, and I think maybe you're feeling like you do need to slow down and you do need to be on your own right now. That's what it's looking like on the cards here. You want to be on your own so you can go within, recenter, find your own inner balance, decide what you really want in your love life, and then eventually pursue that. But you're taking a more strategic approach going forward with the King of Pentacles here. Also with the Seven of Coins, talks about, again, evaluation, looking to see what's gone on in the past, what's worked, what hasn't, what can I take with me, what do I need to leave behind, what can I build on, etc. What is of value or of worth worthy enough for me to take into my new life, or for me to progress with what is left to salvage almost. It could be seen that way. And, it is looking towards the past, this character in the cards. So I think you are definitely, this month is about reflection and slowing down. We've then got the Seven of Swords as to your approach in the situation, as to how you're consciously trying to figure things out. Again, the Seven of Swords does talk towards strategy and planning behind the scenes, being cunning, being shrewd. So you're definitely devising a plan here. I don't know what you're planning, but definitely devising a plan. You're being strategic. You could even be going as far as to like doing research and asking, really investigating, not turning over every stone, but really investigating and trying to get information that maybe you shouldn't have, or, asking people certain questions about other people, maybe, you really are, maybe you could also say being quite creative about the way that you're trying to get information. So there's no holds barred kind of thing. Whatever this is, you want to know what you want to know. You want to know everything that you need to know before you move forward. So you're going to do that because I think you want to make sure that you move forward, you put the right foot forward first. You don't want to start off on the wrong foot. So that might be why you're just double checking, triple checking, looking in within yourself, looking out externally, evaluating, okay, now I know how to move forward. So yeah. That seems to be what's happening here. And it looks like, if that isn't happening here, it looks like the cards are advising you that you probably should be taking that time out in January to plan your next move before making it. We've then got the Three of Cups as to how people see you. So people still see you. If this is your partner may see you as someone who is very social. They may feel very bonded to you. But they definitely see you as very social, and you're getting out there and you're mingling with people. Whether or not they're happy or sad about that, I don't know. But they definitely see you as someone who's kind of putting yourself out there in a sense of just being social. So it could be that someone's got their eye on you, then they're a friend, possibly as well. Someone in your circle may have their eye on you. And if that is the case, that's cool. Because friendships or relationships that start off as friendships often tend to last longer and tend to be happier, so they say, because you know each other's bad points and good points, and you've accepted them prior to going into the relationship, so you just approach each other differently. And it also tends to last longer, and it's interesting because we've got the Go the Distance card right next to it. So someone does see you as a real friend, more so possibly than even a lover. They see you as a friend first, and they see longevity with you. And that could also be in support of the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, the reason why he's so slow, because he wants whatever he does do to last. He doesn't have to do it again. He wants to do it one time and one time only, do it properly and have it last. He wants something of value again. So it could be that there is a new earth sign in your life that you're starting anew with, but you're still taking your time with it because you want it to be something of value going forward. You want it to be worth something in the future. You're looking for the real love here with the Eight of Cups. You've seen all the options available to you. You've been given options you're not happy with, which has left you feeling, a bit disappointed. But it's also left you with a clearer idea of what you really want and how to get what you want. And I think the way you're going to figure out how to get what you want is to take the time out on your own and reevaluate. And to go the distance, sorry, back to that card. Yeah, as I was saying, just to like close up on that note, it looks like your partner or the person that's interested in you does see a future with you. They think it can go the distance. So that's really good. Or you could just be forming friendships forming friendships with people that is going to last a long time. So maybe you are seeking support from your friends, you know. Maybe that's really what you're doing instead of kind of moving on with someone new, and you're taking your time out, you're getting back into your own groove, and you're just kind of hanging out with your friends. And that's maybe how people see you. You know, you're just being social, like I said initially. And in turn, it seems like it could be actually reinforcing and strengthening your bonds with your friends. So that's really good. Yeah, there's a real connection here I can see with your friend for some reason. Okay, so your hopes and fears, we've got the Strength card. So you could be fearing that you could be losing control a little bit, and you could be hoping that you're able to kind of gain that. When I say losing control, I mean in terms of your patience. You may feel like you're not able to kind of be that restrained and that patient for some reason. You're worried that you're not going to be able to be that patient. Maybe because you have got a lot of people who are interested in you. You know, you are getting these offers. You do have a lot of people around you that feel close to you. Maybe a lot of, maybe it's hard to stay patient and to wait for that person. I know that with Libras, a lot of Libras that I've known anyway, like, you are very happy in relationships, or you do enjoy being in a relationship. You do enjoy that connection. I've also got a stellium in Libra, so I've experienced a little bit of that myself. But it's just, you just really love. You learn a lot about yourself when you're with someone else, and it's almost like you grow with every relationship. And I know that everyone grows with every relationship, but I think possibly for Libras or anyone with a strong Libra placement in their chart, a lot of important life lessons are learned through every relationship. And I think that's partly what the attraction is as well. And maybe, I mean, with the Strength card as well, that's also referred to as the Lust card in a lot of other decks. So it could be that you're concerned that you won't be able to not be as social, you know. Maybe you're scared that you might go back to this person that you've left, or go back to former partners that didn't work. Maybe take the opportunity that wasn't even satisfying, but at least your lust is satisfied. It could be a bit of that. You could be worried about that. But the TikTok card shows up right next to it. So it is saying, be patient. The right thing will come at the right time. And it's also saying as well, don't worry too much about timing. Don't say to yourself, okay, so I've got to give myself 6 months, I'm not going to date anyone, one thing like that. Maybe it's saying here, don't constrict yourself with time, allow things to happen naturally. Just have your inner strength within you that allows you to respond to offers made to you or situations that crop up. You want to be able to respond to them in a balanced way, not in a way where it's like, I haven't had sex in 6 months, or even in a way where you're just completely shut off. The Strength card does talk about balance. And you have got that social card there, so I think again it remains social, but at the same time know yourself and remember what you've promised yourself. And it looks like here you've promised yourself that you're actually going to want to be with someone that is going to offer you the love that really makes you happy. So the Strength card often talks about remembering that promise to yourself and not letting it all go, not honoring what you really want and not giving so much energy and power to just following your desires. So yeah, desires are a great thing, but not when they're out of control, and that's what the Strength card tells you. Because lust can get out of control. You end up being with someone for a long time simply because your lust factor is that box is ticked. But it doesn't always lead to happiness. And TikTok card here says, be patient. The right person will come along at the right time. You just remember what you really want to do and you just tame that lion within. We've then got as the outcome, which is probably going to be music to your ears. We've got the Ace of Cups, supported by the Imagine card. So, yeah, the Imagine card might be saying, keep your eye on the future. Real love, true love, the love that you're seeking is there, but you have to be able to see it in your mind's eye. You have to be able to see it in your mind's eye. You have to know what you're looking for. And I think that's really what this strategizing and planning and reevaluation is really all about. It's the Hermit card is really saying to the, with the Imagine card, do you know what you want? Can you see it? Can you see what's actually in your heart? Have you taken the time out to really think about what really is going to put you in a happy place in terms of spiritually, emotionally, everything? What's going to really make you happy and make you feel centered and balanced? The Hermit card also does talk a little bit of sacrifice as well. The Strength card also talks about a bit of sacrifice as well. So it looks like, yeah, you are being asked to tame that. Tame some of your desires, maybe. And look to see what you really want. Or what you really need, So maybe what you have been doing is going for what you want. I want, like we all do. But not really thinking about what you actually need, what actually does feed your soul. And with the Ace of Cups as the outcome, it looks like that new beginning will be made open to you. So it looks like, you are expanding your heart. Your heart is opening up again, even though you may have had the disappointment. Your heart is still very much open. And I think it's just a case of, setting that intention, vision, and having a vision for it. So yeah, that's really beautiful. It could also bring in healing. The Ace of Cups could also be the healing to the Five of Cups, to the Four of Cups, to the Eight of Cups. It could be healing. You could finally feel like you've let the past go. You're able to start anew. We have got the New Life card as well that's come out of the deck here. Right near the Seven of Coins and the Eight of Cups here near the center cards. So yeah, it is about imagining that new life, I think. And then making it happen and keeping your heart open. I was going to quickly touch on the Five of Wands, which I never discussed at all, actually, throughout the whole reading. But it is the overarching energy for the month. So with the Five of Wands, it does talk about standing your ground. And I think that's more about standing your ground yourself. And also dealing with any ego issues that might come up. The Strength card does talk about the ego as well. And sometimes the ego can make us do things that our rational mind would never allow. So, and the Knight of Pentacles does talk about being irrational. So, Yeah. Remaining rational about things. Not letting your pride get in the way, anything like that. Acknowledging that, if it is your pride, the hermit does talk to shadow work as well, and looking within and really seeing where the weeds are in your garden. What could be holding you back? Is it your pride or some sort of ego issue? Is it because you want to be right all the time? Is it because you want, your voice to be heard over everyone else's? Is it a control issue? But also the Five of Wands talks about change, and seems to be some sort of change here, definitely with the Eight of Cups. There's a journey that's being had. So with this journey, there may be or with these changes, there may be some conflict. It looks to be more of an internal conflict though, because in your external world, we've got the Three of Cups. Everything seems to be just dandy there. There's no other conflict cards here. So, yeah, definitely an internal conflict you've got going on. The Hermit card will help you out with that. Take some time, sit down, meditate for 10 minutes a day on what you really want. What is love? Just meditate on the word love. What comes up? What comes back to you? Do you see images of, this or that or the other? And that's ultimately what deep down inside love means to you. And then you want to kind of find out, okay, so why does that mean love to me? Well, why does it? Is it because of an experience that I had at some point in my life? Is it because I've always had this particular type of relationship, or that's what I say my mum and dad doing, or whatever it is? And then deciding, okay, so is that really fitting for me? If it is because I saw what mum and dad do, that's what mum and dad do. Do I really want to be like mum and dad? Is that really what makes me happy? Or am I just going for what's safe? What I think, or what I know is always going to work, what I've seen worked in the past. You may find that just doesn't make you happy. What you thought would make you happy maybe hasn't. And yeah, I probably could go more into the Five of Wands, but time is running. So I would suggest maybe, take some time out, even meditating on the Five of Wands. That might also help you deal with any conflict inside. Google Five of Wands, you'll probably find a lot of interesting information on it. And yeah, learn more about the cards. I hope you found that reading helpful. If you would like a personal reading, I'd be more than happy to go further into this for you, and we can really look at it and talk about, how you're going to move forward, and how to kind of plan your next steps, for the future. Otherwise, leave a comment down below if you've got any questions, suggestions, compliments. I'll take them all. And until then, have a really great January and a great 2017. Take care. Bye.